What's up, guys? How are you? Welcome into a Friday morning episode of the Daily Juice Podcast. I'm your host, Matt Perrault, for this fun little 365-day extravaganza, which, by the way, just a heads up, starting in a week from right now, the Daily Juice will take a 1-week break. First time in 5 years, 1-week break. So don't freak out. I didn't go anywhere. I'm just not in the country, so I'm not going to be able to post any podcasts. Just FYI, heads up on that. So don't freak out. Daily Juice will take a quick pause for 7 days and then be back. So just be calm. We're all good. Good night last night is what we had. We went 2-0-1. I have no idea how the A's did not go under. Like, are we kidding? What's going on? 8-0. We played under 8. It pushed. 3 runs in the ninth. It was 5-0. They scored 3 runs in the ninth, and we push 8-0. It stunk. But we get an easy walk to the window for Palante, under 4.5 Ks, and Christopher Sanchez set a new career high with 12 Ks of the Giants. More on that here in just 1 second, but in 2-0-1, up 1 unit play, so we get right back onto the horse after being down a little bit yesterday, but 1.2. Come back and win a unit. Still a very profitable week going. Did you guys know that 250 years ago today, Paul Revere made his famous ride in Boston, Massachusetts, thus the Boston gear? I have a parlay for today. It's only a half a unit parlay, but I have a parlay for us with baseball in celebration of Paul Revere, plus 2 NBA bets and 1 player prop for Major League Baseball to give you guys here on a Friday. But before I do anything, we got something neat and new to tell you guys about. How about a playoff prop contest? This is now live. The BettingPros NBA playoff prop contest. You guys can get into this for free. It runs the entire playoffs. You make player prop picks and compete for signed NBA jerseys like the thing you see on your screen, which is a signed Sean Kemp jersey. Prizes are awarded after every round, and the grand prize winner receives a signed Allen Iverson jersey. You can join now by going to bettingpros.com/playoffs, and I will be in this as well, making NBA player prop picks for this contest. We will, when we get out of the play-in, there's a good chance we'll have a couple of NBA player props officially for the Daily Juice, but not for right now. But I will be in this contest. Enter for free at bettingpros.com/playoffs to be in our NBA player prop contest, which is going on right now. Additionally, if you want to win a jersey and you don't want to have to make picks correctly, well, you guys know what's coming up on May the 2nd. I won't be here on May the 2nd. We made that a little mistake. So it'll be once I come back. We'll pull the winner as soon as I come back. But we're going to miss 7 days. So if you haven't entered into this contest, I would do this. The Penny Hardaway signed jersey, you must subscribe to the Betting Pros YouTube channel. You must comment on this video, Daily Juice, and that's it. You're entered to win the Team USA autographed Penny Hardaway jersey thanks to pristineauction.com. When I come back from my trip, then we'll call the winner out in early May. So make sure you get in with the Betting Pros YouTube channel and comment on the Daily Juice video to win said jersey. Okay, let's start tonight here. The breakdown's not going to be too extensive. I was dead wrong about the Miami Heat, and I should have factored in Eric Spoelstra more. I'm not going to make that same mistake twice. The Miami Heat are favored on the road against the Atlanta Hawks. Did you see the way the Hawks played defense in that game against the Magic? I mean, we called the blowout. We got the under right, but this is a Hawks team that, man alive. I mean, Tyler Hero played unbelievably well, scored 38 points. I mean, Miami, this number opened up with Atlanta being the favorite, and now it's flipped to Miami being the favorite, and I think that's the right side, and I don't want this to climb more than it already has. I'm going to lay the 1 here with the Miami Heat to go to Atlanta and knock out the Hawks. Trae Young got ejected. There's just a lot of bad mojo going on. I know they're at home, but I don't care what the numbers. This is not really much as this is an eyeball test for me. This is watching Miami and the way they played and watching Atlanta and the way they played. And I can't get myself to back the Atlanta Hawks here by any means. This seems to be just I don't want to say it's going to be an easy win for Miami, but I don't trust the Hawks at all. I got 2 right, then I got 2 wrong. This will be the tiebreaker for the play-in terms of how I do. Give me Miami. I'll lay it with 1. Heat -1, basically a money line play to go and become the number 8 seed in the NBA Eastern Conference, and they will take on the number 1 seed Cavaliers, and I think they could make it kind of difficult for them. I think they could push them. I think they might make life a little difficult on the Cavaliers. They won't beat them, but I think they'll make life difficult on the Cavaliers. I'll take the Miami Heat with Eric Spoelstra, just a better coach, period. Here in this game, Miami -1 for 1.1 units. That is the early game. The late game is Dallas at Memphis. I'm not as sold here on this, but I do think this is a 1-possession game. Ja's ankle is a big concern. He didn't practice yesterday. He's going to be a game time decision. We'll know early in the morning. If this number this number comes crashing down, Ja's not playing. But something's wrong with Memphis, and Dallas could win this game. And wouldn't it be so villain-esque of Nico Harrison's team to make a run, to beat Memphis, to win the 8 seed, and then go and take on Oklahoma City and make life difficult for Oklahoma City? This number opened up at 6.5. It's been bet down to 6. I'm taking the 6 here. I'm taking the Dallas Mavericks. The only question is, can they score enough to win this game? That's the question, because defensively, they played extremely well against Sacramento, and they looked engaged. And if Klay Thompson does what he did in the second quarter here, where he went crazy, they scored 44 points in the second quarter against Sacramento, outscored them 44-19. I mean, for me, I think Dallas wins the game, so I would definitely sprinkle money line, but you're going to give me 6 points on this with a questionable ankle for Ja Morant? I think this team might be getting blown up after this game. There may be some big changes coming with Memphis, with Triple J and Ja Morant and Bane and company. I don't know how much longer these guys stay together. This has been a tough year in Memphis, and I think Dallas, if they don't win the game, Dallas keeps it close. I'll take the 6 points. Dallas +6 for 1.1 units. Now, I told you about Paul Revere. 250 years. What did Paul Revere do? Well, he was in Boston. So what are we doing tonight? Obviously, we're taking the Boston Red Sox, right? That's just an easy. I mean, they're playing the White Sox. I mean, like, come on. Like, the Red Sox have to be able to win this game, okay? Like, if they can't win this game, like, what are we doing? Like, Boston should be able to win this game. We don't even know who's starting for the Red Sox tonight, and it doesn't really matter to me, to be quite honest. They're going up against Perez for the White Sox. Red Sox are -200 favorites here at most books. But what did Paul Revere ride in on? He rode in on a horse. What's a filly? A filly's a horse. Zach Wheeler's going up against Alcantara, but they're at home, and they're -230 favorites here. I like the Phillies at home. I like the Red Sox at home. 2 home teams. It's trot to Boston. I don't know if you guys are from the East Coast, but we used to play with our kids all the time. Trot to Boston, trot to Lynn. If you guys know the whole little nursery rhyme, all of our kids heard it for years, and they can't stand it anymore. But it's about Paul Revere. 250 years later, a Paul Revere parlay is a +125 parlay. Phillies money line, Red Sox money line, half a unit at a +125 for Paul Revere. A Paul Revere parlay, 2-leg. Red Sox with Boston and a horse with the Phillies coming in with the 2-leg money line parlay. Finally, we're going back to the pitching prop. The Giants are on the road still. Giants struck out 12 times yesterday. Career high for Sanchez. Christopher Sanchez was great. Tyler Anderson goes here. 4.5 is the number for the Angels up against the Giants. Tyler Anderson in his 3 games, all wins, by the way, for the Angels. 5-4 win over St. Louis, 4 Ks. 6-2 win over Cleveland at home, 5 Ks. 4-1 win over Houston, 6 Ks. He's slowly going up after every start, and now we're at 4.5 at -160. It's juicy. Books think the number's 5. They don't want to go to it, so they're going to make you go ahead and pay some juice here, but Angels have lost 4 games in a row. Tyler Anderson could be the stopper here to come in. Giants losing 6-4 yesterday, losing the series to the Phillies. They were hacking away with 12 Ks. I don't know if we get 12 Ks today, but they average about 10 per game, like we talked about yesterday on the podcast. They're a top 5 team in strikeouts on the road, and yesterday didn't help. Didn't do too much to help the numbers there with 12 Ks for them yesterday. Anderson over 4.5 Ks at -160 at 0.8 units to win a half a unit coming back for us here with one player prop with Tyler Anderson. 4, 5, 6. Let's get 7 Ks here against the Giants and go over the prop easily. Over 4.5 at -160. 4.5 Ks for Tyler Anderson, the Angels, up against the San Francisco Giants. Okay, so our plays for today. We are going with the Heat -1 for 1.1 units. The Mavericks +6 for 1.1 units. Red Sox, Phillies, moneyline parlay for Paul Revere at +125 for a half a unit. And Tyler Anderson over 4.5 Ks at -160 for 0.8 units to win a half a unit coming back. My name is Matt Perrault. You guys can follow me across all of my socials at SportsTalkMatt every single morning, wherever you guys get your podcasts. It is the Daily Juice.